Shalom, brethren. I'm going to read you something about the church. The church was instituted by the Lord, just like marriage was instituted by Him. And I'm going to read you from Mark 17, and it would be verse beginning in 24. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, Doth not your master pay tribute? He said, Yes. And when he was coming to the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, What thinkest thou, Simon, and of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers? Peter said unto him, Of strangers. Jesus said unto him, Then are the children free. Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the sea, and cast an hook, and take up the fish that first cometh up. And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money. Take that and give unto them for me and thee. Okay, so now I'm going to read to you from Mark 12. This is a template for the church. This is the church that Christ instituted. This is how it was that he established the issue of the tax. All right. In Mark 12, it says, in verse 15 we'll start. No, 14. I'm sorry. Verse 14 of Mark 12, And when they were come, they say unto him, Master, we know that thou art true, and carest for no man, for thou regardest not the person of men, but teachest the way of God in truth. Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not? Shall we give, or shall we not give? But he, knowing their hypocrisy, said unto them, Why tempt ye me? Bring me a penny, that I may see it. And they brought it. And he said unto them, Whose is this image and subscription? And they said unto him, Caesar's. And Jesus answering said unto them, Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. And they marveled at him. Okay. Now, in the first one, we read in Matthew 17 how the Lord is the king over the earth and the sea and all that is in it, and knew the fish would have the money for him. He was King of Kings, Lord of Lords. How cool was that? That is one of the coolest actions scriptures you'll ever read, because it's like, here you go, Caesar. Here's your filthy money out of my fishes of all the seas that I own's mouth. Okay? So he gave a template for the church that you don't play ball with Caesar and become part of Caesar's organization so that you can get an exemption, so that you can turn the flock over to the Caesar, and the Caesar is in charge of your flock. He didn't give the flock, who's made in the image of God, to Caesar. Because we see in the other passage that I read from, where? Mark. Okay. We read from Mark. Sorry, I had a little wine because I have high blood pressure and I'm trying to lower my blood pressure naturally with cinnamon, magnesium. I drank a little wine from Australia tonight. Okay. Mark, because I got to lower this blood pressure. And I like doing it with God's things that have no patent on them, that are for free from the earth. Okay, we were in, here it is, 15. Shall we give? Mark 12:15. Shall we give or shall we not give? He says, bring a penny that I may see it. Whose image and subscription? Okay, give him his money. But he didn't turn the flock over to lose our constitutional rights to be separate. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret that all your pastors know. Or are they pastors or hirelings? I don't know. They know it, but the people who are in these, what are you rolling around for? The people who are going to worship the Lord are in these synagogues, and they don't know it, but they know it. Go ask them. In 1957, the church incorporated as a business under the state for the 501c3 tax exemption status. Before that, the church was separate from the government. And when you incorporated the church as a business, whoever did that deal, you lost the original seed of what Christ planted as the church. That's a hybrid. Now you're subservient to Caesar and his regulations to maintain that 501c3 tax exemption. Now the exemption is based on if you comply and you've lost all your constitutional rights. In the pulpit, you can't say anything political. You can only disseminate charity to who they say. You can't pass out pamphlets and literature. And you can't do a lot of things. And you report to Caesar minutes. Thank you very much. Pray that you understand what I'm trying to tell you. You know what to do. Okay? You know what to do, pastor who hears this, and you know what to do, person in the church. You know what's coming. You can leave, or you can be thrown out of the synagogues like Christ said you would be.